Did you try to appeal with YouTube over the two-factor authentication?
Yeah, they couldn't help.
What, legit? What were
They
they
couldn't
fucking
help.
saying?
Since you've given them manager, the responsibility lies on you for everything that they do.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought they might say. Fucking hell, dude.
There are lots of YouTubers out there who are like not really in favor of being liked by anybody, and what I mean by that is that like no one likes them at all. It's pretty much what I'm just saying. And I really hate this dude mainly because of every single like in like every single aspect on why you hate someone from a social aspect, if that makes sense. Like this dude is hyper hostile. He can't take any criticism, and like he's just overall just an asshole. And now he's finally getting canceled. And I've been basically running victory laps for the past week celebrating this information. If you don't know who I'm talking about, or if you just haven't looked at the thumbnail yet, I am talking about Parlo, and he is known as like a Roblox YouTuber who in the Roblox space does like Roblox commentary. And I've actually referenced him in like a video in the past as in like in one of my intros. And like and I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. I would hate like I would rather just fucking just die than be like a part of the Roblox commentary space. But obviously there are very there are very little time where like I'll get some consideration on certain subjects, and again this is going to be one of them. Anyway, who Parlo is that like he is a person in the Roblox commentary space who is known for basically exposing other creators that like doing video essays on them, or just like giving out information based on anyone that was basically doing bad acts, and that's mainly like what he's mainly recognized for, or just his commentaries based on like other issues within the Roblox community. And he made a name for himself, and he has been through plenty of shit in the past, but obviously that's not really relevant to this case specifically. So that's just mainly like what he's known for. That's it's like the basic idea of it. And like I have two main reasons why I don't like him. One, he milks every single piece of drama for money, and like every single time a new detail comes out about a certain drama, he makes like a fucking 15-minute video on it. He's like one of these commentary YouTubers that do that, which everyone fucking hates, and yet people still consume that type of slop, unfortunately, and that's probably never gonna stop. So again, it is what it is. I've mentioned that several times in the past. I'm not gonna beat the dead horse with that, but like it's cancer, and no one likes it. And the second reason on why I hate him, and from what I'm aware, is basically like I just said at the beginning of the video, is how he acts, and I started hating it specifically based on how he handled the Potamer situation. If you don't know who that is, he got accusations of some pretty despicable shit, and it's not because like he gave out false information or something. It's based on like how he handled it, and like how he was, and like how he was getting criticisms from other people that at the time, or when people weren't really sure if this information was actually real, but like before it was 100% verified that Potamer actually did something wrong. So I was very skeptical of it. I was like, you know what? Because like like Potamer was like one of my favorite creators before you got exposed for this disgusting shit, and I decided to look further into it. So I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me go check Parlo's Twitter. Maybe he might have some updates, and like I was just skeptical, right? And then I was going on Twitter, and then I was like looking through like random replies, and this dude is like just an asshole, right? And from what I'm aware, this dude has gotten several of his Twitter accounts banned in the past for his major toxicity, history of just being a toxic person, just in general. So like I was looking through like this dude's replies, and he basically just bashes anybody that like has a semi different opinion from him, or like asks certain questions. And unfortunately, I can't prove it because again, he has gotten banned like 3, 4 separate times. Like so it's like I can't even exactly prove it. But like some people that are watching this video right now can definitely advocate for me that what I'm saying is actually true. 3, 4 Twitter like accounts banned, right? That should just show you that this is why most content creators do not associate with him, or he just doesn't really make a name for himself outside of the Roblox community, like just being a typical star commentator, probably because of this. And that's why also most people I just don't like him as a person in general, including me. I'm a D1 hater of this fucking dude, because how much of a dick he is. On top of all that, when I was in Podimer's Discord, like, before I decided to leave for his disgusting actions, and so I left his Discord, and before I left, I saw people like joining Parlo's Discord, and like sending screenshots saying like, oh hey, like him and his moderators are picking on me, and then they sent screenshots in Podimer's Discord. And like I can't really prove that either, like, but like hand to God this was actually happening, that him and his mods were picking on people to like changing their username to pedophile defender, and just but basically just like bullying the shit out of them in their Discord for like being skeptical like I was, saying like, oh well, hey, I think he's innocent. And most people are just little fucking kids, while Parlo is 19, right? So it's extremely pathetic, and like I can't really exactly prove that, because for one, I'm not in the Discord anymore, but and for two, this was 10 fucking months, like this was 10 whole months ago when Punmer got exposed for his actions. So and like so like the archives are probably just lost, considering they probably just wiped his Discord when I left. I don't know, but like one of the things that I think most people can advocate for me for is the Twitter shit for his immense toxicity. I think that is one thing like some people that are watching this video right now can definitely advocate for me for, despite the fact that not many people know, like not many people know about it, unfortunately, which is one thing I'm also gonna get later into this video. But like one thing that that some people can like advocate for me is the Twitter stuff. And some people might disagree with me on that, but I want to clarify, it was not exactly 100% proven at the time that like all the facts were straight, if Ponmo was really innocent or not, if like the screenshots were faked, like blah blah blah, whatever. Despite the fact that Parliament made a video on it, but like some people are still skeptical, such as myself, because screenshots, like my argument at the time was screenshots can be faked, because that's been done numerous times, right? So like people were just going in and saying, hey, maybe these screenshots are fake, blah blah blah, whatever. And like this was like before he was 100% proven to be more guilty, as more proof came out. So people were just basically picking on him for not believing the same shit as other people were, which is gross, considering the fact that like most of the people are probably in Podimer's Discord probably 13, 14, while most of his mods and him are like 19, 20 years old, more than likely, considering that's like most people who he hangs around, really. I could be wrong on like the people who hangs around part, but like he mostly hangs around people his age historically, from what I'm aware. So I just want to add like one more thing before we move on here. Well, when you like replied to people on Twitter, especially with like how massive of a creator this dude was, considering how he's losing subs because of his controversy, which again we're gonna get into, but like when you reply to random ass people that are talking about the situation, that aren't even commenting on your posts, and you're just bashing them for having a different opinion on something, you are weaponizing your fan base to go attack these people. That is what you're doing. That is why I don't like this. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's weaponizing his fan base to attack random fucking people online that just have a different opinion on it. While some of the opinions are shit, right? It's still fucked up to weaponize your fan base against random people you don't even know. Like, dead ass, again, some people can advocate this for me. This dude has a history of just constantly just lashing out at random people, being a fucking keyboard warrior on Twitter for simply like just having a different opinion or being skeptical about something, even if they're wrong. And again, it's a shitty thing to do. Like, you're being an asshole, right? And like I just said, they don't reply to his posts. Like, it has nothing to do with him. Like, they don't really involve him specifically. They'll just talk about a certain situation that he's covered, saying like, oh well, I think Parlo is an idiot, blah blah blah, whatever. Then he has to feel the need to go fucking ballistic on these random ass people, and gets all defensive, and loses his mind on these people for simply speaking their opinion. Which is crazy to me. Now that all that is finally out of the way, time to finally explain why this dude is getting canceled. So it all goes back to maybe like a month and a half ago, right? Parlo uploaded a video saying goodbye. And this was in response to another series of allegations that aren't really relevant to this case, like, specifically. But like, he was getting in a controversy that in the video he described for basically just like for like people attacking his channel for like false claims he was going through, and like he was saying that like, oh well, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe because people are falsely like filing like claims on my channel and falsely copyright striking me, and like the community guidelines, stuff like that, right? And so like he's like, you know what, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. So it's like maybe like you guys can help me out, and like, you know what, fine, whatever. But he's so then when he started that GoFundMe, he decided to go out and spend a like $2,100 on a gaming laptop, and $1,300, I believe $1,300, like it's like somewhere in like 1,200, $1,300 or somewhere around that range, on a ticket to fly out a gay furry for sex. Like you can't make this shit up. Carlo has actually since then deleted the video of his goodbye because he promoted his GoFundMe saying, "Oh, please, I really need money," when he really fucking didn't, considering that he spent over 30 what's the math, like $3,400 on stupid bullshit, and most of that going for a gay sex hookup, which is absolutely fucking crazy. But when Parlo talked to one of his closer friends, which was also Gramgo, who's also in the commentary community spaces, as I mentioned in the past and in this video already, he lashed out on Gramgo, and that's what he does, you know, he fucking loses his anger, and Gramgo was like, oh my god, I can't believe he would do that, despite the fact he has a fucking history of doing it to random people. So, like, it wouldn't surprise me that he would do it to his own friends, because this dude has no dignity. So Gramgo said, like, in his video responding to the situation, saying, like, oh my god, I can't believe that he's ignoring it and not taking accountability, and, like, Parlo is basically just playing the victim, saying, oh, my life basically just fucking sucks.
I just knew that turning a situation this serious into public drama was the worst move he could have made, especially as it was a personal situation and a private situation. Instead of actually listening to me, he snapped at me, called me and said he was the biggest victim out of everyone, more than Schlepp, Ruben, or even me. That's when I realized he didn't care about accountability. He wanted control. Up until then, I'd still been trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but the arrogance and lack of empathy he showed in that argument told me everything I needed to know.
And I can honestly respect that, what he just said there. Like I get it. Like, sometimes you want to show your friends, like, some empathy, and like, you just want to, like, give them chances and give them the benefit of the doubt, as Graham Good just said there. Like, I get that. But you can only do it so many fucking times. Because this dude does it all of the time. Not even just in this case specifically. Either Graham Go has agreed with the times he has lashed out on multiple people on social media, or he just doesn't care, and he just accepts that. One of the other two. And it's probably a mixture of both. Like, if me and you are honest with each other. If me and you, the viewer, are honest with each other here. The reason why people were pissed off at Parlo, which is, like, another reason why, on top of this, was that, like, what led to the GoFundMe, like, on top of that? He decided to release a 75-page document telling every single, like, fucking detail about him and the person he met for gay sex, which was Wolfgang, who also goes by the way, Internet Adjacent, which is a content creator, apparently. And you know, they were doing the fucking doo-doo caca, and like, they were just having a good old time. And Paul was like, you know what, I think this is a good idea because, you know, people told me it would be a good idea, and other YouTubers said it, and it's like, even then, that's just still fucking weird. Like, why would anyone think that's a good idea? Like, that's just weird. I mean, like, you could have, like, explained specifically why, on why that you didn't like it, about like, whatever the situation is. Like, I'm not really focused on that, right? Not many people are. But like, it mind boggles me that anyone would go into that much detail, so much explicit detail, publicly, thinking that's a good idea, thinking that they would not get humiliated for it. Like, it just doesn't make sense, right? That kind of just mind boggles me, along with many other people. And due to all the backlash, you guessed it, he deleted that too. But obviously, it's been archived. I'm not gonna fucking read it here, but, like, some other creators have probably went over it. Like there have been some screenshots of people, like, sharing it on Twitter. It's pretty fucking weird. I'm not gonna make anyone uncomfortable. But, like, I do want to add this, though, right? I find it extremely hypocritical of Parlo, because he would criticize people, like, in his exposed videos, for doing certain sexual acts, from what I remember, and, like, saying, oh, hey, this is disgusting, why would they do that? When meanwhile, this shit meanwhile, some of this shit that some other people would argue as degeneracy, he would go on and then do himself, when it comes to, like playing with sex toys, as he describes, the fucking Cinderella dildo toys everyone's been talking about the situation, right? But like, So it's incredibly hypocritical of him to criticize people of doing certain sexual acts. Meanwhile, then he goes out and does them with another person overseas to fly them out, like, to come to his country to have sex with them. It's extremely hypocritical, right? And like, I don't get why most people aren't making that talking point, concerning how much, like, it's just, it's stupid. It's hypocritical. Like, that's mainly my point. There's nothing really more to add on to that. I will defend Parlor on this one thing, though, okay? Like, I'm not gonna criticize him for, like, having certain sexual interests, right? And I hate the fact that people, like, some people, not very many people, but some people are criticizing him for just doing these things sexually. But the thing is, these two were consenting adults. Like everything was consensual, despite the fact that Parlo alleged that he was essayed by this dude, because like he touched him in the shower, like unconsensually, he's like rubbing on his shoulder or something. I'm not exactly aware of that. But like the thing is like these two were allegedly mostly consenting adults. So like I'm not gonna judge him for having certain sexual interests. Like that's you. Like if that's what you want to do, fine. Like as long as you're not doing it with children, as some content creators have done, right? Then fine. Like you both are consenting adults. That's cool. I'm not gonna judge you for that. But like the fact that you are using a GoFundMe and saying, "Oh, hey, I'm in desperate need of money," just for you to go out and spend that, just says, like, saying that you were in financial distress when you really weren't. That is the main issue of this whole case that everyone is frustrated about. It's like, I will advocate for Parlo on this. Like, I hate when people criticize, like, some people are criticizing him in this case for having certain sexual interests. Like I just said a minute ago, though, the hypocrisy of that is kind of crazy, considering that, you know, as I explained, he would criticize people for having like doing certain sexual acts, which is just stupid. And that's what I kind of like fuzzily like it's kind of like fuzzy in my brain, but like that's kind of like what I remember watching some of his videos. So it's kind of like maybe I'm wrong, but maybe like there's something in my head that I'm kind of missing here, like with that specifically. But I swear that's what he would do though. Like he would criticize people for doing certain sexual things. I remember like some of the very same shit that he is doing, that he's getting alleged for doing, well, not alleged, it's been proven, but like that he got caught doing right now. From what I remember watching some of his videos, not exactly the same thing, but like shit that's been identically similar when it comes to like sexual shit, right? That's my point. Like it's like with all that stuff out of the way, now that kind of spins us back around like to the GoFundMe case specifically, because Parlo decided to go on a Discord stage, and he decided to explain the allegations, and why he released the documents, and like some other shit, which I'm gonna play some clips for you. But like he like decided to like explain the details, and he defended it, saying like, oh well, it's not scamming because I didn't directly use that money from the GoFundMe, which obviously it's a bad point, because the point is, you made a GoFundMe saying you were in bad financial decision, then you go out and spend that much money on very stupid shit and very sexual shit that most people are gonna poke at fun of you for, and you know, stuff like that.
Your GoFundMe money remains in that until you transfer it to your account. Are we talking about the fact that they have the GoFundMe, the money is trapped on that, not verified, and it has not been transferred, and they've spent their own money to do that?
It doesn't matter when the money came into your bank account. What matters is that you started a GoFundMe asking people for money for legal shit, and then a week later you started going out, flying out people for gay sex. That's the issue. I don't understand what was so complicated.
I actually haven't been recording, by the way, and like I've been trying to search for that one clip where like I mentioned earlier, where he probably mentions other YouTubers told him to release every single part of detail with the sexual interaction based on the situation. And like I can't fucking find it, but like he did say that. I remember him saying that in like the 3-hour long call he did publicly with Gramgo and like his editors and shit in front of like 500 people in his Discord server. He did say that. You guys can fact check me on that. That's what I remember him saying. But and also one of the main reasons he also said was because he wanted to like basically just get it out, because like there's no other way around it, because he already knew that Wolfgang would probably release the stuff on his own. That's mainly why he did that. That shit out of the way with like the gay sex stuff and like the other fucking bullshit. You know, well, there's one more issue. Remember how I told you guys earlier about the gaming laptop? he thought it was a good idea for whatever reason, simply because he wanted to edit videos, right? Which he also said in the 3-hour interview, which, by the way, you guys can go watch, because there's several recordings of it on YouTube. You just search up Parlos Cinderella stage and it'll be there. But like he also said in that because he wanted to like edit videos on it, and he also says, "Oh, I make bad financial decisions." Like, motherfucker, if you lose your entire channel, right, and you said take everything down, and you're at the risk of it losing because you have false guideline strikes on your channel, and you know that you're in dire need of money, and you have like only $6,000-7,000. So funny. No, like seriously, that's like how much he had. Like no 6-7 bullshit. But if you know that you don't have that much money, right? You don't need a financial advisor, as you say, like, oh, I've been looking for a financial advisor for 4 to 5 years. You don't need a financial advisor to tell you, like, hey man, maybe you shouldn't spend $2,200 on $2,100 on a new gaming laptop when you aren't making any income. That should be common sense. You should not need a financial advisor to fucking tell you that. I mean, like, come on, like let's be real now. Like, that's just bullshit. Come on, like, hello, is anyone there? I mean, like, use your fucking brain. Like, you don't need a financial advisor to tell you that. In my personal opinion, that's just common sense.
I didn't know how much money I had on my nationwide, just that any applicable expenses that I just had, I would just spend it. I mean, for example, if I didn't have enough money on my card to get a computer, I'd just get the next cheapest one. My financial, like, as I said, literally on that Discord screenshot, my financial history shit, I'm not good with money. That's why I typically have other people who deal with my finances for me.
And that's just crazy. Oh, I don't know how much money is on my nationwide. Like I get it. Like you just said that people, like other people finance your money. But like, why don't you just have like some sort of access to the account so some people can just look at, and some people can just look at that for you, or just ask someone, hey, how much money do I have? Don't just immediately go out and spend shit. Like, I feel like this isn't even, like, I don't feel like a financial advisor needs to tell you these things, dude. It's common sense. Use your fucking brain. One of the main points I made in this video and why I hate this dude so much is that he lashes out on everybody. And he feels like he needs to like respond to every little bit every little bit of thing. Just everything that comes towards him. Like every little bit of everything like needs to be addressed towards him. That's why this dude in the past has made several videos about like comments that he gets made by random ass people, or like he lashes out on Twitter. And like now he's doing it in this Discord call. Like watch this. Just watch this. Like he just loses his mind over random people DMing him stupid fucking death threats that shouldn't even matter.
Focused on the main situation for 2.5 hours, and I've brought up the death threats 4 times.
Yes, you brought up the death threats 4 times, but once again, whenever you do that stuff, you're just basically making yourself the victim.
Are you fucking serious? Are you genuinely fucking serious? Is fucking death threats, dude?
Why can't you just ignore them like everybody else does?
Exactly. And his response after this is pretty fucking dumb. It's like, oh, well, because you guys don't get put on blast in front of 200,000 people or something like that. And he just deflects and just says a bunch of stupid shit right afterwards. And that doesn't even make sense to me. But exactly. Like, why not just fucking ignore it? I mean, like, these are just random people that just say shit over the internet. Like, I hate when content creators or just random people enjoy it. It's like, oh, I'm getting death threats over the internet. People are meanly DMing me. Ignore them. It means absolutely nothing. Like, it annoys me that people complain about this. Like, oh, people are giving me death threats and blah, 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 whatever. Who gives a shit? Just because you get a DM saying, grr, I hate you, I wish I can kill you, blah, 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 whatever. Ignore it. Like, these are random fucking children most of the time, as everyone knows. Like, just ignore it. Who gives a shit? These are fucking retarded people. Just ignore it. Unless you're actually, like getting doxxed or, like, people are showing pictures of your house in DMs, then yes, fine. But, like, 99% of the time, this means nothing. Ignore it. Who gives a shit? Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to go listen to that full 3-hour conversation, and you guys can, like, go listen to some more details and learn more about this case, and go right ahead. I'm not going to show, like full clips, because this video will be fucking 5 hours long if I do, and go to every single, like, commentary and explain details about every single situation. If I give my thoughts, this video is going to be fucking, like, 5 hours long, so I'm not going to do that. But it just makes me sad concerning that this dude has gotten this far, and I see so many people commenting under Graham Goes videos saying, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is what Parlo would do. This like this dude is becoming what he sought to destroy." And like, if you get watch Graham Goes video, you see thousands of comments like that. And the reason why people don't see like the way that this dude acts is because no one watches anything he does, but besides anything he does outside of YouTube. Like people only watch YouTube videos and think, "Oh, he's a good guy because he exposes people. That makes him good." Rather than seeing how he acts outside of the seeing how he acts out see how he acts outside of like the internet, like just YouTube in general. Like such as Twitter and Discord. Even Schlepp was shocked about this case, and I responded to him, and he responded back to me about this case, and I kind of had like a back and forth conversation with him on Twitter, which kind of semi blew up, and it's like it amazes me that so many people don't know about how bad this dude is when I've known from day fucking one when I learned about Parlo that he's just a terrible person. But either way, I'm glad he's getting canceled. I'm glad most people are waking up realizing that this dude is a piece of human garbage. So either way, it doesn't matter anymore because he's getting canceled. So, like fucking chef's kiss. Thank God. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say. Follow me on Twitter. I tweet a bunch of random shit on there. Follow my Instagram for random pictures of myself. I'll post on there, or if I like find something, or if I like find something fun in my camera, I'll post it on there. I'll post also pictures of myself, as I already said. For my TikTok, I like repo things from my TikTok on my Instagram, and that's where I mainly upload is on my TikTok. And I do like mini stitches and commentaries. They actually call mini stitches. They actually call mini skits, mini like stitches on TikTok. I mean, I just call them mini commentaries, or I just call them mini commentaries. Don't ask why. I just do. I also do skits on there as well on TikTok. Follow my Twitch for some more gaming content. I'm so close to a 458 in Super Mario Bros. 90%. I'm doing some more some more speedrunning attempts and some gaming content over there. So if you guys want to go watch some more content, follow my Twitch for that. And join my Discord. It is dead. I like to have some people to chat to in there. Just like I would like to get to 50 members. I'm always active, like online. I'm more likely to respond to you if you type in general chat, because I have no life and nothing else going on for me other than school. So, and you know what? If there's anything that I missed, just follow everything below you see in the description. And other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say. See ya.